The people who want to disabuse you of the idea that Jews run the media are now the people who are canceling and compiling a list of people who are telling the truth about Israel so they can blacklist them.
Just remember.
So you know how the Zionist, the Jewish Zionist guy, Ellison, bought Paramount, which controls CNN, CBS, Comedy Central, HBO, Paramount, and Paramount Studios, the movie studio. They bought it, right? The Zionists did, because they want to control the narrative, because people were telling too much truth about Israel being a terrorist apartheid state, a Jewish supremacist state. And so now the Zionists, because they're sick and tired of people saying that the Jews run the media, they decided to buy 1/6 of the U.S. media and TikTok. So one of the biggest social media platforms they bought, and they bought 1/6 of all the media in the United States, now controlled by one Zionist.
Finally. That's why I got into the weapons business, Jimmy.
And what are they doing now? What do they do immediately after they take over? Paramount is blacklisting stars over Israel comments.
Ooh, new golden age of Hollywood.
Well, so long and farewell to Paramount is what I say. Just because the person who brings you coffee is kissing your ass doesn't mean the rest of the world's going to kiss your ass. We're not on your staff, but you're treating everyone like we are, and I'm pretty sure we're going to quit.
Well, you would think, wouldn't you, Jimmy? You would think most of the stars would have quit, I don't know, 7 to 12 years ago when it became stupid in Hollywood. But they're such punks, they got to be blacklisted to realize they're being screwed.
Remember when Ricky Gervais at the Golden Globes said, if ISIS started a movie production company, you'd all have your agents call them to see if you could get a meeting.
And ironically, they did, because Israel controls ISIS.
That's right. Ironically, they are.
You was right.
So Paramount has blacklists for stars deemed overtly anti-Semitic.
Let's see. Oh, the Hulk, yeah.
And this just reminds me of a joke that Norm Macdonald told about the accusation that the Jews run media. Remember when Marlon Brando says the Jews run Hollywood?
Yeah.
Well, and then he got in trouble. They were blacklisting him, just like they're blacklisting these people. So Norm Macdonald did a great coverage of this. Watch.
Earlier this week, actor Marlon Brando met with Jewish leaders to apologize for comments he made on Larry King Live. Among them, that, quote, Hollywood is run by Jews. The Jewish leaders accepted the actor's apology and announced that Brando is now free to work again.
Oh, he had another one about how the Jews made it stop raining after he apologized.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Over his
house. It sure looks like the likes of Javier Bardem, Joaquin Phoenix, Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo won't be making movies for Paramount in the foreseeable future. Under the newly appointed head honcho, David Ellison, Jewish Zionist, billionaire, Paramount has made it clear that it won't be business as usual in Hollywood any longer. They're trying to reconfigure the landscape, and it's already taking a toll. Really, first of all, how evil do you have to be for the guy who played the ice-cold hitman in No Country for Old Men to think you're a piece of garbage?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. A fascinating new report from Variety offers insight into what's coming at Paramount. As you know, Paramount executives have been outspoken about their stance on the conflict in Gaza. This past September, the company became the first major Hollywood studio to publicly reject a high-profile letter signed by stars including Emma Stone and Javier Bardem that urged a cultural boycott of Israeli film institutions accused of engaging in genocide and apartheid against Palestinians. Warner Brothers later took the same position.
Oh.
Sources tell Variety that it has gone as far as Paramount creating a sort of blacklist of talent the studio will not work with because they are deemed to be overtly anti-Semitic. So I remember, I've read this, someone else said this, but I remember when being an anti-Semite meant that you hated Jews. Now being an anti-Semite means Jews hate you.
Jimmy, did you see Trump's powerful statement? I just texted you about it. I think he summed it up very well.
Trump,
Donald John Trump, remarkably forthcoming.
Oh, okay. I gotta put. Let's see what Trump says.
Anti-Semites out there, sad, very sad.
Yeah.
Claiming Jews run the media. They're wrong. Dead wrong. It's just one Jew, Larry Ellison. Jew runs the media. I'm serious. He bought all the things. His goofy kid has no eyebrows. It's absolutely bonkers. Never seen anything like it.
Now that's obviously AI. That's not real. So that's
what.
That's funny.
Was I fooled again?
That's funny. I got fooled by. So sources tell Variety that it has gone as far as Paramount creating a. I already did this. Whether the boycott. They say they're overtly anti-Semitic, xenophobic, and homophobic.
Xenophobic, but that's
Really?
anti-Semitic to say because these dual passport holders are citizens, and they're not disloyal.
Kurt, correct me if I'm wrong. Do they have gay marriage in Israel?
No, they have. You actually can't have anything outside of a Jewish marriage. You're not allowed to have interracial marriage in Israel, and the races would be Jews and non-Jews. However, black Jews are also. They had them sterilized. The Ethiopian Jews.
But they don't have gay marriage.
Not telling them.
They don't have gay marriage.
No, they don't have a fucking constitution. I don't know if people know that.
So who's homophobic? Whether the boycott signatories are on that list is unclear, but who are we kidding here? The pledge, organized by Film Workers for Palestine and published Monday, initially featured 1,200 signatories, including filmmakers and actors. So there's the long list of people. Boots Riley, Adam McKay, Mark Ruffalo, Emma Stone, Javier Bardem, Tilda Swinton. I'm just trying to say the ones that Joaquin Phoenix, and I don't know any, Elliot Page. I don't know any of the other ones. But
well, geniuses, I hope you figured out how shit works and you're not still just dumb Hollywood liberals, but I'm not holding my breath.
So basically, Paramount's about 9 months away from being a new shopping mall with a parking structure. Yeah. Furthermore, Variety claims that Ellison's goal is to turn Paramount into a MAGA-friendly environment, with content in the TV and movie divisions expected to be more American-centric and geared toward the middle of the country. An odd coincidence, Peter Berg was recently tapped to direct one of Paramount's most prized IPs, their Call of Duty movies, penned by American poet laureate Taylor Sheridan.
Are they being sarcastic?
Berg, who recently said on the Joe Rogan Experience, I think Trump's doing some great things, the type of sentiment that could land talent on a blacklist anywhere but Paramount. Ellison is reportedly aiming to take over Warner Brothers next. We're going after Warner's, Ellison told confidants, even before the Paramount deal was approved. I want to be in the top 3, not the bottom 3.
Yeah, so Peter Berg directed
it's going to be hard.
Movie with Marky.
What's that?
Peter Berg directed that movie with Marky Mark. That's a total complete lie. Where they're going after some Taliban warlord, right? And then they get shot down. Marky Mark survives, and Marcus Luttrell's the real life Navy SEAL. It's based on his story's a lie. He was just a coward that put his gun down. That's his words. He put his gun down because he was scared. A Navy SEAL. And instead they made a fake movie starring Marky Mark, directed by Peter Moron Berg. And he goes on Joe Rogan and lies about what he's doing, and he's a propagandist. He probably works, at the end of the day, I don't want to say which Middle Eastern country, if anybody's an expert. I'm not an expert.
So, Oli London says, Hollywood actors may be blacklisted for anti-Semitism under Paramount's new anti-woke leadership. Paramount is first of all, that's the new woke. So the new woke are the people who do the exact same thing as the left woke people did. They canceled you for having an opinion they didn't like. That's what the new. So they think the right woke, the woke right, are the people who want to cancel you for having an opinion they don't like. And
so lying scumbag James Lindsay made up that term, I believe.
That's right.
That piece of garbage. And the woke right is actually Zionist. It's not.
That's right. The woke right are Zionists because the Zionists want to censor you. The Zionists want to deplatform you, and the Zionists want to cancel you, just like the left did. So that's the woke right are actually the Zionists, and James Lindsay he's a bought and paid for piece of garbage.
Oh, and I've been harassing him with AI online.
Paramount is reportedly maintaining its it comes after Paramount became the first major studio to denounce a letter signed by actors including Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, Javier Bardem, that called for a boycott of Israel's film. So there he is. And he's got his kerfifa. How do you say that? What is that called?
Maz gibberish mama gami.
A kafia.
Name. It's one of those.
Here's what Glenn Greenwald says. He says, look at this tweet from Ali London. He says, look at this tweet. It describes how Paramount's new pro-Israeli owners are compiling lists of actors critical of Israel to ban from films. The owners are described as anti-woke. Banning people from work for their views is now anti-woke? Wasn't that the essence of woke? Yes, Glenn Greenwald again is right. Yes, of course he's right.
The Jew Glenn Greenwald. Notice it's not anti-Jew. People that are Jews are pointing this out.
Yeah, he's
Does anybody notice that?
Yeah, Jew. Glenn Greenwald, Jew.
Is he a self-hating Jew? The only kind I've ever met in America, by the way?
Maybe he's homophobic too, because he's gay.
Oh, that's how they, yeah.
Black. So look, so here we have one more here, Kurt. Cancel culture was always a weapon, never a principle. It just happens to point in a new direction under new management. People think blacklists are a relic of the 50s, but Hollywood never threw out the list. They just keep updating who's on it. The real power move isn't about which side gets censored. It's that the tool exists at all, ready to be aimed at whoever's inconvenient this cycle. Most folks feel the chill, and that's enough. If you ever wondered why you keep seeing the same safe opinions on screen, this is the reason. Anyone in the industry who tells you they don't check the temperature before speaking is either lying or already rich enough not to care.
Yeah, you got to be pretty rich, because I know a lot of rich people that care.
I would say 98% of all my comedian friends in Hollywood are coward pussies who would never tell the truth about COVID, would never tell the truth about Russiagate, would never tell the truth about... Jon Stewart still won't tell you the truth about the Ukraine war. He still won't tell you that he pinned a medal on a Nazi, for real. He still won't.
Wouldn't that bother you if you did that, Jimmy? If you got tricked?
If I got tricked into pinning a medal on a Nazi, which maybe Jon Stewart got tricked into doing.
Especially if you were a Jew.
I would be yelling about it. I would certainly talk about it on my show. So I'm just telling you that so I know this for comedians I looked up to for 20 years, that comedians I looked up to have become the opposite. They've revealed that they have no spine, they have no integrity, they're afraid to think for themselves, and they outsource their critical thinking skills to Dr. Fauci, to the establishment, and to the man on the TV.
Well, you know what people's brains are? And if you've ever had like a real mediocre you're really opinionated, as if it's bad to be opinionated.
I know, right?
The idea of no borders, that extends all the way to your body and mind. You should have no opinions. You should be like, no, don't nail me down on what a woman is. I'm fluid on it. And that's what they've been working on with people, to have no boundaries that you should have. You don't have to kill nobody. You don't have to be violent. Have proper boundaries between you and the powerful. That's all you got to do. But they won't do it, will they?
Oy vey, I don't want to get in trouble.
Good. I might not get everything I could get materially speaking.
Opinions and so this guy says to Glenn Greenwald, opinions and anti-Semitic are two different things. Just as I disagree with Israel and death to Israel are two different things. Glenn Greenwald comes back and says, yes, that was exactly what liberal wokeism argued. We're not firing you for your political views, but we're firing you because your views are racist, misogynistic, transphobic, etc. How you people don't realize you're the mirror image of what you claim to abhor is mystifying, because they're motivated, Glenn. They're motivated to ignore that they're the thing they claim to hate.
Well, plus this guy with a whole 27 likes on his bot post. The dead internet theory is real. It's a bad name for it, but these horrific opinions you see, they're all Zionists now, because USAID's dead. So there's no more wokies, between Blue Sky and USAID being gone. All there is now is this mad push by Zionist bots run by agents, such as the idiot that wrote this. And if you get, it's hard. Like James Lindsay, I like to respond to him in the voice of Jordan Peterson, because I think it's extra funny with the AI.
Yeah.
But very few of the people are real people. Most of them are these fake accounts we know about from the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, when they were doing it with wokey crap. And now they're doing it with Zionist crap, because they bought all the things.
So there you go. The people who want to disabuse you of the idea that Jews run the media are now the people who are canceling and compiling a list of people who are telling the truth about Israel so they can blacklist them.
Just remember, everyone, Israel has no constitution, and soon neither will you.
It's getting harder and harder to push back against that anti-Semitic trope that they control the media. It really is. Especially when they are buying the media, own 1/6 of it, plus one of the biggest social media platforms, under the sole purpose of pushing Zionist and Israeli propaganda.
It's one Jew. It's not the Jews.
It's one
Jew and his creepy ass family. It's not Jew. It's not Jews. Jew owns the media. Larry Ellison. The end. It's one guy. Even if he wasn't Jewish, I would still have a huge problem with that.
I think it's well, Kurt, I just don't understand it because my whole life I always understood that it was the Arabs that ran Hollywood.
Well, for a while, but I guess their reign of Sharia law in Hollywood is over, Jimmy.
Okay. All right. If you'd like to hear our jokes about this, come see me in Australia. And I'll be in Burbank the day after Thanksgiving. It's November 28th. It's a Friday. Lots of people are off that day. Maybe you are. I'm not. Pottstown, Pennsylvania will be there December 6th. That's a Saturday. And then January 11th, we'll be in Hawaii at Waikiki at the Blue Note on Waikiki Beach. It's a great...
Jimmy.
What?
I forgot. Sunday, because of my great promo I made for my News for Women show on Sunday at the Stand in New York at 10 p.m. Instagram suppressed my account because I made a great promo for the show. So go on my Instagram and click on that. And also come to the Stand this Sunday in NYC, 10 p.m. News for Women Live. It's going to be a real good one. It's me, Ryan Long, Danny Palachuk, Chloe, and Corinne Fisher. And it's set up like a Chelsea Lately panel. And it's going to be real. I promise it will be good. Okay. The Stand, Sunday night.
Stand. Okay, go see Kurt this Sunday in New York at the Stand. Over see us in Australia. Second show's added in Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. We'll see you in Burbank, California, the day after Thanksgiving. It's a Friday. And then Pottstown, Pennsylvania, December 6th. Plus, January 11th, we're going to be in Waikiki at the Blue Note. Tickets not available yet for them, but go to jimmydore.com for a link for all the other tickets.